dras ner här nu. Ja, då får man sitta nästan lite så här då, va? Ja, du ska ju vara vriden mot det.
Ja, just det. Yes.
Now, hello. Now we're here. This is for the vlog channel. So for those of you that are watching, hi. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that a whole lot. And we've just been having this really long discussion about YouTube and how it feels and where it's going, like my channel. Because you watch my channel, right?
Yes. I used to do.
Every video?
No, not every video. I check it out sometime.
Whenever I'm here in the good old studio, then we usually talk about the trajectory of things. And recently, it's been very strange because the views have been down across the board on basically all the videos that I've done. And it feels bad. Like it's one of those feelings that makes you feel that you don't really know what to do. You want to make better videos, but you don't know what it is with your videos that doesn't make them get pushed like they used to. And YouTube in and by itself, like you've been seeing me run this channel now for 4 years.
Yes.
5 years. In the beginning of this year. I moved in here in the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
This let's see, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. This is the 5th year that I am in this studio.
Yes. It's been a very nice time, and I hope you will continue.
Absolutely. That's one of the things that I know a lot of people asked me throughout these years if I was going to leave this place when we moved into the house and when I was building the garage. And the plan was never to leave. The plan was to revamp this studio, and it still is. I'm not even done yet. I've been very ambitious with everything this year, so I'm really hoping that everything is going to fall into place come the beginning of 2025. Which video during the year of 2024 has been your favorite one so far?
I liked the Iceland video.
Why?
Because I've been in Iceland, and now I was there, and it was totally wonderful.
Was it as good as you expected or as bad as you expected?
Very strange question. But it was surprising good to see all the things I have heard about and read about. So I remember when I was laying on the ground, on a grass ground there, and just look up in the sky. That was very nice.
It was some really good memories from that trip.
Yeah.
And it's definitely one of those things that is very hard to explain.
Yeah, Iceland. Who will go there? They rather go to Canaries or somewhere else. But for many people, Iceland sounds very cold and so. But that wasn't the case, at least when we were there.
We had really good luck with the weather, though.
Yeah.
The Iceland video has been a good one. Do you have any other memories so far that we've done this year that has been good ones?
No.
We can still count it into 2024, but we started to build a pool.
Oh, yeah, you are building a pool. I forgot that.
That's definitely going to be one of the biggest projects as of 2025, I guess.
Yeah.
To make sure that that is finalized.
You are very optimistic.
Always have been.
And he used to would like things to happen like that. But sometimes you must break a little bit.
I always wondered where I got that from. And then whenever he needs something, he says, like, can I get it right now? I need it right now.
I'm passionate.
I guess that is one of my weaknesses is that whenever I want something, I do everything in my power in order to make it happen.
Yeah.
And then I try to force things when they are not needed to be forced. Just wait, you know? But without that, we wouldn't be sitting in this studio space.
I was thinking about some other memories I had, but this year we haven't done so very much.
What was the other memories you thought about?
It was very fun when we built something.
Yeah?
You know, the RC car, and we was filming the construction of a coffee cup.
Yeah, that's a good one. But you know what's weird? Is that video is almost 2.5 years old.
Yeah.
So it's like 2.5 years since we recorded that video here in the studio. And to me, that video feels only a couple of months old.
Yeah, strange enough. It's the same here.
Like during these years that I've been doing YouTube, one of the feelings that I always get every single year, and whenever I look back at a video, is that, oh, this was recently. Like this wasn't that long ago.
Oh, the time goes fast. And
It does.
if you do some reflections on what you have done in videos, it had been very many. So it's
Now we're starting to dive outside of 2024. We're just doing a recap of the 5 years that has been up until now. So if you're thinking about, oh, I'm gonna click off, I don't want to hear this, it's totally fine. But if you just want to hang out, then grab a nice whiskey, a little bit of coffee, or a fine beverage of your choosing, and stick around.
yeah, keep on listening.
You do have a camera right there that you can talk into.
Hello.
So if you want to do that again, just use that camera.
Hello.
As I said, one of the weird parts is that when you look back at the videos that you made, a lot of these videos has been just shoot, edit, post, shoot, edit, post. So you don't have time to reflect on what you have done.
No.
And a lot of times it has been that you just act upon an idea that you get. And somehow that idea was really appreciated by the audience.
Yeah.
But I was thinking back to when I was doing a lot of vlogs. That is something I personally liked a whole lot. I thought it was really fun. But one of my favorite videos that we did was the sponsored video when we were shooting water guns in your old summer cabin.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
It was fantastic weather, and we were running around with these water guns. It was very funny.
I still remember the build of this space. Do you know what year that was?
17?
No.
No?
I moved in here 2020, and he's like, oh, 2017.
Okay.
This space was 2021.
I'm an old man. I don't remember so good.
Space over there, which is the latest space or newest space, that was 2022. And then I had the fall of 23, I was building the garage, and the beginning of this year as well. Amanda told me that I always have a build project. Every single year I've had a build project. So 21, it was this place. 22 is that place. 23 was the garage. 24 was the garage. And 25, it's going to be the pool. She's not wrong.
After that, you think it's calm. But no. The life goes on. It's always some projects who comes up and must finish another. And for me, I'm a little bit outsider from filmmaking and videos and all things like that, but it looks very busy sometimes.
It is very busy. One of the weirdest part with YouTube, I guess, is that it never ends. I've told this many times before, but it feels like you finish a video, you get an email from a company, and then you have a package arriving, and then you have something else that you need to do. You have accounting that you need to do. You post a story on Instagram, and then all of a sudden your video is old because you posted it yesterday, and then you need to start working on a new one, and so on and so forth. So it feels like it never ends.
It's the world we're living now.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them what you did before you went into pension?
Oh, I was a mechanic. I had a little workshop, was fixing with everything was broken. It was welding, lathes and milling machine, and it had been very much during the years. I started when I was 14 years old. When I started, I was taking up some metal spawn.
Metal residue, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because it was only the young boys who would do the shit work. But now I'm in pension, and I'm going around and looking in corners, maybe this should be something, and
That's the background of where you come from. So when you have that in mind, and then you see the work that I do and everything that surrounds it, like sitting in this studio, seeing the sponsors that I've been working with, the products that I've reviewed, like what is the feeling? What is your feeling about that?
it's a very long distance between when I grew up and where we are now. And I used to think about my parents. They were born 25, both of them. I used to think their world was very much distance than I have in my world. And now we are here. And it's totally off.
But I also remember that when we lived, when I was a kid, we had a computer.
Yeah.
The memory that I have was that you were a little bit tech savvy. Like you knew a bit about computers and that stuff.
Yes, but this was in the end of 80s.
End of 80s,
87.
like mid 90s, I would say.
87, I was going a computer course. Learn somehow to speak with the computer in BASIC and 3.1 and making commands. And yeah, I continued to learn, but the development goes so very fast. So at the end, your brain cannot fix it anymore.
So you think that the advancement of technology nowadays moves too fast, so you don't have any interest to actually learn things?
Now I don't have so very big interest of learning, but the development of things that we have around us now, some of them is too much for the human brain to get into. It's good to know something about little, and sometimes it's good to know little about very much.
Something that I think is very fascinating, that I know that you think is quite fascinating, is 3D printing.
That is fantastic. When the machine is on and it starts to 3D print, for me it's like a little man sitting in there and making this. It's very hard for me to really think that the product who is coming out of this have a machine done. But it's the same with metalworking, CNC and everything. If I am standing at my lathe and work 10 hours to make a rather advanced piece, and I put it on the table, and I look at the modern CNC today, they make it in half an hour. There's no feeling in that piece, but it's very much feeling in that piece.
One of the differences that I've noticed is that the crafting, like the actual producing of the piece, is not where the work goes into. For example, if we look at the Tri-Charge and what I did with that, the time was spent to design it, to find the measurements, to refine it, to find the right tolerances and that kind of stuff, instead of actually standing by a lathe and producing it and making it and welding. 3D printing for me is one of those things that I think is completely revolutionary for the way that I do things.
It's totally out of order.
Totally out of order. I think the main focus has been basically the house. There hasn't been too much focus on making things here or creating any specific type of videos. There's been a lot of, I need to fix this because otherwise I can't stay calm. When we moved into the house, we needed to fix the well, the lawn, and also paint the house, because the house was coming, being delivered with a base coat, which is a warranty of 9 months, I think. And after that, warranty of the entire house is off. So we had to paint it during this summer. Otherwise, we wouldn't keep the warranty for well over 2 years. I spent a lot of time doing that. And I think that took, I started in May and I was done in October. And we're not done with the garage yet.
Everything have its time. I don't know if you know, sold my machines last year that I had in the workshop, but I start to have some abstinence. You know what that is? Sometimes I'm standing with a bolt or something. Oh, I can scratch that off so I can use to that, but I don't have any machine, and that's bother me.
So you want to buy some new machines?
Maybe a little one.
So that's going to be your project of 2025?
Yeah. I'm looking for one, a smaller machine, but a good machine.
Small machine, but good machine.
Yeah.
What do we think about the vlog channel, though? Do we think it's going to do a comeback?
It had been very funny if it did, but it depends on the viewers.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, like, the views will probably go up the more I post, because that's sort of the trend of YouTube, or the way that it has been.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I stopped the entire vlog channel, or the way that I did vlogs, was because when I started the vlog channel, it was back in COVID. 2020, and I was starting to feel that I need to make some different kind of videos from just doing the camera videos or talking about camera gear and so on and so forth. So I started to make the vlog videos, and the fun thing with those is that you can just document whatever. You can film an entire day, and then somehow that day becomes interesting. That for me is still fascinating to this day. But what happened was that when I started the vlog channel, one of the key things that I wanted to achieve was to buy a house. Like 2020, 2021, 22, 23, and then 24, we moved in, which made it feel like this story came to an end.
That's only what you think.
That's for me, like the storyline of me starting a YouTube channel, quitting my job, and then buying a house eventually, that to me felt like a story.
Oh, so it's like I'm finished now.
No, I'm not finished, but the vlog channel felt like it was finished.
Oh, okay.
You know, like a movie.
Yeah.
It leaves you wanting more, but you know that it had to end.
Oh, you will start to build another house.
Probably at some point. That'd be great. That was the feeling that I had when we moved in. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe I should revamp the vlog channel. Maybe I should create a little bit more videos. So I did. Then I felt empty again, and I thought to myself, no, this is the end.
Yeah.
This is like the story has ended. And I think during the entire second half of 2024, I've been having that feeling.
Yeah.
I've been sort of wandering without knowing what I should do. What is the purpose of this channel? What is the purpose of the vlog channel? What is the purpose of my main channel? What is the purpose of me doing YouTube? And I think that in 2025, I need to find the purpose again.
That's a hard question. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask it, who am I? Maybe you'll find the solution there.
I am Peter.
Yeah.
I felt like the vlog channel came to an end, and it was done. But now I start to feel the urge of, just make those videos again. Mainly because I think that they are fun, and they are a bit of a stress relief. But the vlog channel cannot take the upper hand of the main channel.
No, but one of the ground bolts, if you're doing something, it's that it will be fun.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to finish off.
Yeah.
Give us some wise words. Lean forward and look into that camera.
I wish you a happy 2025. And don't bother so much about the shit in the world. Take care of you and the other around you.
That's good. We're going to call it a day. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great start at 2025.